Hey dreamers, this is Jade and I'm back for another Journal with Me episode, and here I am documenting my trip to the movies to see Thor Love and Thunder. Now this was part of the kind of Julia Cameron's The Artist Way. She assigns these things every week for you to have an artist date, and I decided I wanted to see this movie, so this was my artist date for this week. And it had been a while since I'd actually been to the theater to see a movie, what with the whole panorama and everything. And I, for the most part, have been pretty much trying to stay away from large crowds. Of course, you have to go out to the store and stuff like that, or doctor's appointments. But for the most part, I have been trying to steer clear of places with bigger crowds or whatever. So I did decide to go see this, and I was like, well, I'll just go to a matinee, which for the most part is there's usually less people. And what I really love about the theater that I went to here is that you can choose your seats. So when I paid for my ticket, I was able to choose where I sat, and I definitely made sure to choose a seat that was away from other people. So yeah. So I'm getting this all together. Basically, I'm clustering it. I took a I made a copy of my ticket because eventually I'm probably going to want to do a bigger spread in my actual movie journal. And so I did a copy of that instead of using my actual ticket, so I can save that for my movie journal. But anyway, here I pulled out elements from the Brave and Bold collection by Amy Tangerine. I really love this collection, like the colors in it. I just find myself reaching for it a lot, and I've used it a lot in the past few spreads. So yeah, just getting that all decorated. Like I said, I made a little cluster with that little background piece there that is from the Amy Tangerine Brave and Bold collection. And then here's just a little sticker from Valea and Tuma that I've had in my stash for a while, of a girl basically at the theater eating popcorn. Although I never get like snacks and stuff because I'm sorry, they just charge ridiculous amounts of money for snacks. And also, I hate having to use the bathroom out in public. So I will not eat or drink anything when I'm at the movies to avoid having to get up and go use the bathroom, because I don't want to do it. Anyway, I am sketching out a little lightning bolt here. That was kind of a big deal in this movie. And if you haven't seen it and you plan on seeing it, I don't want to mention why because I don't want to spoil anything. However, I'm just getting that down, and Thor Loving Thunder as the title here at the top. And once that is done, I will move on to the other side of the page and complete the rest of my day. Now, that thunder, of course, I went ahead and like penciled it out just to get an idea of how I wanted to write it in. However, of course, the thunder is all squinched, it's smushed together, and I hate the way it looks. So, again, there's always a way to cover mistakes. I end up just taking a sheet of plain copy paper and redoing the thunder with the letters spaced out properly and cutting it to fit in the spot that I letter out or draw, whatever. Right, thunder. And yeah, it looks so much better because this, look at this, a whole hot ass mess, just a mess. Okay, so there it goes. I didn't torture you with showing you how I did it again. So, but yeah, and it'll just go right over it, and for the most part, you can't even really tell. So, it doesn't bother me at all. So, I am going to pull out my Sparkle Pop pen and color in that lightning bolt gold because, okay, again, you'll find out why if you ever watch the movie. And I just really love those Sparkle Pop pens, so any chance I can use them, wonderful. And so now moving on to the other side of the page. Later on that night, I was just kind of chilling and catching up on my Animal Crossing island. This is the first island where I've really got deep into decorating several different areas and parts. And here I had been working on Grizzly's area. I love Grizzly. He is a cranky, and he's a bear, and I love him because there's something about him that reminds me so much of my granddad. So I had to get him on my island, and so I gave him like a little garden area, a place to wash his clothes, and all that kind of stuff. And I really, really, really love the way his area turned out. So I just printed out the picture of what I had been working on so I could get that down and remember it. And it's been actually what it's December now, so it's been a while since I've been on my island. I probably should go back and do some more decorating and stuff like that. I know my villagers are like, "Where the hell have you been?" However, if I go back, I'll probably just turn the time back so I don't have to hear all of that nonsense or see any roaches crawling around my house, because they will definitely do that in the game if you do not go to your house or go onto your island for quite a while. So I'm basically getting that down, and I'm using the spare uh, piece of flower that I cut off there to continue decorating around that, and I'll pull out another piece and I'll do a little more decorating here and there, but for the most part that is it for this spread. I hope or trust that everybody has been safe and well. If you enjoyed this content, then please consider liking, subscribing, and sharing, and I will catch you all in the next video. Bye.